Welcome to this week's Monday Minutes. My name is Kelly.
And my name is Jessie. And this week we have a wonderful guest with us, Mitch. Hi, Mitch.
Hello.
Mitch is the systems administrator for Bywater Solutions, and we've asked him to join us this week to talk a little bit about some of the email changes that we have going on here at Bywater Solutions. So there was a wonderful 4-part series that Mitch published. It's gone out the last couple weeks. You've probably seen it if you follow us on social media or if you get our newsletter. It has gone out, and what I'll do real quick is I'll share my screen here and let you know where you can find that information. So it's called All About Email. It is a 4-part series. This will kind of tell you a breakdown of what we're working on here to make life easier for you as our partners. If you scroll down to the bottom after you read that first one, it'll take you right on to the second, third, and fourth part of this series. So again, as librarians, we want to give you as much information as possible so you know what is happening. So we've asked Mitch to join us today to talk a little bit about the positives. So Mitch, tell us why it's so important for us to kind of move to this next platform for email.
There are 2 primary reasons that we want to do this. The most important one is to eliminate the idea of having your patron email be interpreted as spam messages. I think all of us have at some point in time gotten an IP placed on Spamhouse's PBL possible deny list. And then it takes up to 72 hours once you let us know that there's a problem for us to actually get it resolved throughout the entire internet community. By moving to the SES service, those IPs are considered pristine and clean. And so you run a much greater chance of your emails being accepted as legitimate. The other reason that we need to do this is of a project that is also coming up where we are changing where our cloud lives. We are moving out of a public cloud setting and into a private cloud setting. And once you move into the private cloud, unless you're using a email relay of some sort, you won't be able to send messages at all. So we want to be able to get ahead of that before these changes start coming into play.
Now, Mitch, let me ask another question because we like to explain things. Can you talk a little bit like what exactly is an email relay for people that, might not know what that is? What does an email relay do?
Okay, so an email relay essentially takes, when you send email from your co-op, the way that it works right now is it just sends it from the co-op box directly to your recipient. A relay acts as a person in the middle. Instead of sending directly to the recipient, you send it to the relay. And then the relay takes it and passes it to your recipient at that point.
Okay, perfect. So tell us what our partners will expect over the next few weeks. We've published the 4-piece blog post that kind of explains what's going to happen. We have sent out a ticket to each one of your libraries letting you know what to expect. When in October will we begin to see this timeline start?
Well, we started moving people into the email right now, and we'd like to get ahead of that before we start moving Koha instances and databases into the new private cloud. The target for us to start that work is mid-October.
Perfect.
And it will run through almost to Thanksgiving. One thing we can assure you is that we're setting the schedule so that when we are moving your database and your Koha, we'll be doing it outside of your office hours. And we'll be making sure that your scheduled reports are not impacted by this move. So it will be as seamless as possible. You can count on there being up to a 60-minute window as we're moving you that your Koha is not accessible. But again, when we get you on the schedule, we'll use the announcements feature in Koha to let you know when your date is scheduled for and what time you can expect it to be offline.
And so that will appear on that staff client like we do for your upgrade information, just that first page that when you log into Koha. So that's great.
Perfect. All right, this has been excellent. So Mitch, thank you so much for proactively first pushing out that 4-piece blog post. Again, if you missed it, it's on the website. It's called All About Emails. We'll make sure to share that in the blog post this week for Monday Minutes. And as always, if you have questions for us, if you're confused by any of this, please don't hesitate to send us a ticket where we can further explain or answer any of your questions.
Perfect. This has been great. Thank you so much, Mitch.
Well, thank you. Thank you for
Thanks
having
for joining us this week, Mitch.
me. My pleasure.
Have a great week.
Have a great week, everyone.
Bye-bye.